Guys, I'm shy. I can't look you straight in the eye. Like, I'm really shy right now. Like, I mean, look, my whole life, yeah, I've never felt such great pressure to execute a task before, like this particular show. And the execution of humor, executed himself. No, actually, too much pressure. But Charlie, it don't be easy. But I am ready to tell, Charlie. I'm so ready to tell some compelling stories out to you in a manner that will relieve you of the stress of traffic, rent, lights and water bills that seem to skyrocket at a time you enjoy them the least. My name is still what it is. My name is Pearl Akanya Ofori. My name is Caleb Kudah, rather. I was here with
Pearl Akanya Ofori.
Oh no! Like, are you happy now? I mean, or you want to know why was going on? I beg, nothing. Absolutely nothing was going on. And if you like, you can commission your own investigations into this matter. I recommend you call Hajia and ask a few questions. But what I can say is that my parents and employers have done a great job tolerating me all these years. Obviously, I'm a problem child. And I am grateful for their support all these years. Now that you are happy, let's switch from the radio model to the Citi TV model, which is also on DSTV channel 360 with BackPage, your new satirical show. I am your man original, Caleb Kudah. My name is Pearl Akanya Ofori. My name is Caleb Kudah, rather. I was here with
Pearl Akanya Ofori.
Welcome to the show, my friends. I need to thank many of you on social media who have become virtual producers. I mean, BackPage is the only show that has stewards, security men, cameramen, journalists, sales executives, technicians, managers. Just say, everyone here at Citi produces the show, so I'm telling you. And now, I have a host of producers all over social media demanding to see how the Bluetooth device decided to pair. Do you want to see again? When your papa. There are more interesting stuff to talk about, like Umar Sanda Amadu's near-death experience. No, I mean, actually, the focus is how being a cowboy helped him become an extraordinary reporter like this one.
There's a stone, Camaro, there's an incoming. Okay.
Yeah. But for now, let me also thank the Ghana Met You. Yeah. Let me just leave it there like that before I say Ghana Meteorological Service, right here. The people there, for the first time in my adult life, predicted a storm ahead of the real action. What I have been used to is seeing their prediction of weather conditions after the condition itself. So the agency predicted a storm, and there was a massive 5-minute, at most 15-minute showers, drizzle. Yeah, and guess what? Parts of Accra, already famed for the stench, got flooded again. Welcome to the cleanest city in Africa. Now, if you've been watching us consistently, you know me missing Milord Atachia, man, is public knowledge, right? Now, one of the finest long-grain perfume English speakers in the order of Akufo-Addo. Great guy. Now, besides making Accra clean so that we don't fill its drains with rubbish, constructing storm drains is one of the ways to curb flooding, right? Now, after all these months, the rains start showing their face, and you will think Milord Atacha will boldly tell us how the phrase "we have the men" is true. Guess what, guys? Milord came to tell Ghanaians that the flood, it's just propaganda.
We have 200 million United States dollars under the Garrett program, the World Bank program, that's going to take care of this major drain here. This is a salam down drain, which goes into the Odo. And when it's done and it's covered, we will not have these things. But, you know, there was a whole propaganda trending that a lot of debris were floating. You can see that after 15 minutes of a downpour, that arrangement couldn't be like that. It was all false. And those who are behind it trying to besmear the government, it is not proper. That's not the right thing to do.
Guys, the truth is that any first-time visitor to Accra knows that when a fowl, akoko, peas, like wiwis at Ojunso, into that drain that runs from Kaukudi through Nima, behind Paloma, Asylum down to Circle, and then to the Odona, and then through eventually to the sea, right? There'll be Friday, right? And that drain is close to the private residence of the president. And now the floods have broken the concrete slabs and eating off the foundations of people's homes. So some buildings are dangerously hanging on grace. Now other buildings are totally condemned. Now the volume of filth from the precincts, precincts here, a Jedu favorite word, precinct, it shouldn't be surprising to anyone that even dewdrops will lead to flooding in that drain or spill. And the bridge on that drain, it's been suffering from coronavirus long before that thing became fancy. Now, for the sector minister to refer to evidence of flooding as propaganda should tell you that we have actually arrived as a country. Like, we have transitioned from developing country to a highly developed, dishonest country. In fact, this is how I feel right now.
Sometimes I even fear my life. I fear my life.
I fear my life, truly, I fear my life. Now, even the drains that have been done are not necessarily correcting the flooding thingy.
Sometimes if the rain fall, the rain will come to this place. See, yesterday, small rainfall, look at this place. She will enter my shop and another area. If you put boats, big boats, the boat can move here to go anywhere. So the rain is this bridge is very difficult. Try to do it for us.
My problem is now they said they have finished the work and the money is finished. They've left the work halfway. And they've left the drainage like that. My wall, they broke it down. They've not done anything about the wall. And when it rains, because they've raised the street, my house is in danger because the whole place will be flooded. And now to date, I've not seen anything about it. And I've complained several times and nothing is done about it.
Ma, you complain, but guess what? We want more money.
The last arrangement, the 2018 arrangement, an additional 200 million was used in trying to contain the system. That's how come we've even succeeded in getting the contractor to come and tackle this Asian problem. And if we don't do it that way, we'll have serious challenges.
I can't begin to think about the amount of money we have helped politicians to sink into pockets. And I mean into drains. While the drains always beat our brains because of our bad attitude. Amazing stuff. Clap for Ghana. We are 63 years old and our problems have proven smarter than our solutions. Maybe that we have the men thing is scum after all. So for the Asylum down drain, dear Mullah, you have to do something ASAP. Also, with the preponderance of churches we have in this country, if each of them were to embark on nationwide cleanup exercises as the chairman of the Church of Pentecost did over the weekend, with his flock, the whole country. Like the flood waters won't carry our Bibles and collection away, and there wouldn't be need to spend collection visiting members who have become flood victims. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm ready to pell to other compelling stories like how being a cowboy helped Umaru Sanda become an extraordinary Busia reporter like this one.
Let's go there.
I'm afraid I will not go with you.
Yeah, but before then, let me tell you about coronavirus and how His Excellency the President is completely satisfied that we are capable of dealing with a possible outbreak. No, that's not a joke. But you think that if the President really wanted to get first-hand information on how robustly prepared we are, he would have taken advantage of his recent return from Norway, where he literally chilled to, test the rudimentary communities at the airport. Rather, there was an announcement on national television that the President will be visiting the main airport and some other places, giving people the opportunity to write speeches and chew them overnight, wear their Sunday best, and then tell the President what will make him thoroughly satisfied.
Over there, they will do further assessment, and if they feel like you pose a threat in the quarantine room. So as soon as your temperature goes up, you become suspicious of carrying the coronavirus. So at that point, we take you out of the airport, and our quarantine room is just around the corner, right there. And so I would like to show you that.
At one of the hospitals, for example, people anticipated that the President will meet frontliners to find out from them how properly equipped they are, as there is information suggesting that there is shortage of beds, poor ventilation, and even the nose mask and other personal protective equipment. Just like the whole thing is just like coming out of an exam, you didn't understand the question in the first place. Everyone is confident in their answers, though different, to be correct. In your case, you barely wrote anything, but you are keeping the face of those who are talking plenty in order to save your reputation. You know that feeling, right? You've been there before. Me, I don't know. But you go like, Charlie, question 3, I blow that thing. I requested for extra paper cry. Meanwhile, no first all. Now, forget about all the monies we seem to be throwing at the coronavirus thing yet to come. Hopefully, it doesn't come, right? Health authorities say they are engaging in aggressive public education. Now, for my uncle to pick his nose, literally, while addressing a press conference on coronavirus, tells me that we have a long way to go, even with the public education.
Some of us may not want to go home if you announce that the facility is behind their houses. So in these instances, there are certain things that are kept quiet and people shouldn't know where we are. So we are not announcing where these places are, just to make sure that we don't get unnecessary agitations and pressure on us. We did an initial budget of 35 million. We got a seed money of 2.8. We have got indication of another release of 11 million.
Guys, who did this? Which of you put this on TV? Please, I don't know about this. But honestly, I hope that we are really washing our hands with soap and water and not shaking hands much and all that, because the way that thing is going, that was our health minister, people of God. Now, I think, though, that we have a thing or two to learn from Dr. Bowman. I mean, the vice president is careful, but look, we may not have all the nose masks we need, no proper isolation centers, but the cathedral now, we will build it. And we have even imported stones from Israel to build a wailing wall. Yeah, hey, Holy Ghost. Sharp. And at the sword cutting, His Excellency dropped the stone. So wherever the stone falls, that's where the altar will be built. I mean, we are not gambling. This is not sorcering. This is at the National Cathedral thing. And the stone, check the president out.
We are one for time with this one. Daddy, Luma. This is remix dedicated to God, all around the world. Go.
I mean, that's the look you wear when you want to tell your mama, Mom, it's shit. I mean, I didn't hear them. I didn't mind them. But we are doing the thing. After all, the cathedral, no, it can serve as a tower, and then the righteous will run into it during a future outbreak and they'll be safe. I don't remember. And while we are at it, God will expose all the children of Papavi who went to hoist Western Togoland flags on the Regional Coordinating Council building in the Volta region, a day to the celebration of our 63rd anniversary celebration. And I'm going to say, independence celebration. Papavi's kids are doing the most. They are doing the most. But let's go to Sogakopa, right, where the freshly minted assemblyman, dearly loved by the people for his selflessness and true leadership, was brutally killed by unknown assailants. We hear the police are just 5 minutes away from his residence, but the assailants spent about an hour to kill and to rob him, injuring his wife and child in the process. And when people decided to pour out the anger, it wasn't a pleasant scene. But thank God for experienced cowboys turned journalists. When stones were pelted at him, he just said, "Aye, aye," as though he was commanding his father's boss's cattle. I mean, he managed to give us a compelling report, all the same.
There's a stone, Camaro, there's an incoming. Okay.
We will return to this story in fuller detail, as well as see for ourselves the fun we missed for not being on the trip of a lifetime heritage caravan, where the physically challenged threw off the clutches and raised a crocodile by its tail. Welcome back, people. Welcome back. I mean, it's a heartbreaking story. The TV, the police of Sogakopa are possibly watching BackPage on in their office, is believed to be donated by him. He was a generous man to a fault. The people loved him. But some people are wicked. I mean, regardless, your haters, you expect the police service to protect you against anyone who wants to do you harm, right? Especially when the police station is only 5 minutes away from your residence. But guess what? His assailants used cement blocks to break open his security doors, to kill him in the most dastardly manner. The police claims they didn't delay in responding to the emergency. Rather, they had run out of fuel and bullets. Intriguingly, the very written response of the police to deny their delay, delayed by 4 full days, when every well-meaning Ghanaian had lambasted and is still lambasting them.
At 0050 hours on 1st March 2020, a team of police officers detailed at the Sogakope barrier received calls of the attack on the house of the assemblyman. Inspector Daniel Mensah rushed his colleagues at the point to the scene of crime. At 0110 hours same day, Prince Sechi, a neighbor, reported the same attack at the Sogakope police station. Subsequently, the police patrol team was called to respond. However, the team was far from the scene. It will be instructive to note that the police did not delay in arriving at the house of deceased in order to save the situation.
Hey, look, thank God for a brave cameraman called Kamaru, a daring cowboy turned reporter called Umaru, and a 100-meter Olympics champion called Hansen, is that you? Yeah, we can see how destructive things can get when people get fed up.
Every day demonstration. What? If police arrest one person, every day we are going to demonstrate against them.
You will not agree.
We will not agree today, we will not agree tomorrow.
What is the main fight for you today? Because this happened yesterday.
Our youth are dying. New elected assembly member, just 2 months ago, they just elected him as an assembly member. And they can't kill him in the room. They call police, they don't want to come. They call police at 45 minutes. They call commander, they don't want to come. So we not going to agree.
This thing has been going on for so many months and years now. The reason is our police here in Southtown, Sogako particular, they are not effective. Every week you hear that they shot somebody or armed robber attack somebody and there is no investigation.
I mean, na Assemblyman Okumde, never underestimate your past experiences in helping you deliver on your present assignment. You will clearly see how when stones almost landed on his head, he commanded the stones like he was commanding his father's cattle. Aye! Aye! Aye!
Okay. That was a live gunshot. I'm sorry. I was just taking instructions from a policeman who is holding a canister, I believe attempting to disperse the crowd using tear gas, but more weapons have been fired. And I'm sorry, speaking to you directly from the window of a police station in between two troubles. Rocks, stones and sticks and clubs being thrown by angry youth and ammunition from the police.
But I can imagine it wasn't an easy thing to watch for his family. I mean, as he was going and the gunshots were all over. I mean, just like some joy in a time of crisis, instead of, advance towards danger, he remembered his parents and beautiful family at home and said,
Let's go there.
I'm afraid I will not go with you.
No, I kept the report. I didn't come to die. Not even the backing vocalist will lure him into danger. But you see, for a champion against child marriage, teenage pregnancy, rape, etc., he seized the opportunity to teach young men what it means to seek consent. Consent. Very important.
Can we come? Can we come? Can we come? Can we come? Yes, we are attempting to come. We are attempting to come from media. Kamaro, if you can just keep rolling. It's a very... Oh, that's too bad. The youth are still throwing stones. They are still throwing stones here into our direction. And can I come in? I want to come in. Okay.
We are attempting to come. A very important message. I think National Population Council and Planned Parent people, you should adopt this and use it for. I mean, if you want to, you need to seek consent. Very important. Can I come? I'm tempted to come. Now, some young people who want to be journalists for all kinds of reasons are wondering if they can come and see. While you come, Golden Tulip Hotels, the one in Kumasi, their unprofessional treatment of patrons and organizers of Heritage Caravan has got people asking for their name to be changed to Golden Tulip until they wake up. But haven't we all been jealously admiring the exciting experiences of the caravan? Look, it's only on the Heritage Caravan that miracles happen. Don't be misled by the followers who are just copying and just following, which is okay. I mean, but in the right company, you can do the impossible. Happy birthday, Ghana. Keep shocking fans.